want to show you guys what your words can do for you if you use them the right way.
I deserve it all. I deserve it all. And I'm like, I deserve it all.
My Jeep is finally in Germany, y'all. And it's snowing. It's snowing outside. I know. I don't have a Ferrari. I don't have a Lamborghini. I don't have, a Rolls Royce or anything like that. But to me, it's a luxury car. To me, it's my dream car. To me, it's everything to me. And I'm going to show you how to get your dream car. Okay? Pay attention now. This is not a game. This is not a trick. This is nothing but hard work, faith, and putting the work in and making things happen for you. The same way you can get on your phone and get on Instagram or any social media outlet and scroll and see all of these negative things. No shade to you guys who love the drama and the celebrity drama and all of that stuff. But the same way you can use your phone for things like that, you can use your phone every single day, every single morning you wake up to manifest positive things in your life. Every single day when I wake up, I use the bathroom, do what I do. And as I'm on my phone, the first thing that I try to do, and I put reminders on my phone around the same time every day, and it reminds me, read your daily affirmations. It reminds me if I forget. And in my notes on your iPhone, I have a list of things that I tell the universe, that I tell God, whatever your beliefs are, I speak it into the universe. Like, thank you for this money that I made today. Even if I haven't made any money that day, thank you for these customers that I have. Thank you for these sales that I've made. Thank you for improving my skills. Just being thankful for things that I have, or being appreciative of something that I don't have. Existence. Speak things to existence, because the same way that you could sit and gossip about people and talk about people and just be negative, you can be positive as well. My first love when it came down to cars was Corvettes and Hummers. But when I got a little bit older, it started changing from Jeeps to Bugs and Mini Coupes and stuff like that. But Jeeps, it was always something about Jeeps that was me. I'm girly, but at the same time, I'm kind of like rough around the edges, and they're so cute. They're customizable. You can do whatever you want to do to them. So I put it in my mind that I wanted a Jeep. But it wasn't until about 4 years ago when Shannon, which is my husband, went to basic training, and I seen his Jeep, and it was lime green and black, and it was just beautiful. And I was just like in shock when I seen it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so different. I've never seen this color before, and that color on that car is just everything. So when I seen it, I was like, I'm gonna get me a car just like that. And from that point on, I kept saying it, like, I'm gonna get me a car just like that. And I took a picture of it. I'm gonna attach screenshots with the dates and everything. This is not a game, okay? Listen to what I'm telling you. Pay attention to the dates. I claimed it. Every time I seen a Jeep, I got so excited. Like, I see a Jeep, I'll be like, oh my gosh, a Jeep. Like, I was, and even to this day, I still get excited when I see Jeeps. I'll be like, oh, there go a Jeep right there. And every time I seen one, I'd be like, I'm gonna get me a Jeep. I'm gonna get me a Jeep. I'm gonna get me a Jeep. So 2017, I started my 2017 out by saying it's gonna be my year, yada yada yada. But anybody that knew me knew my 2017 started off good, but then it started going downhill. There were many things that I needed to fix in my life, personal and business. And it's like God broke me down to build me back up to how I needed to be. And I was very appreciative of that. And by the end of my 2017, everything was going smooth. Everything that I manifested when it came down to me making 10K a month or more, everything was just happening. But I didn't have a car. I still didn't have a car. And like I said, every time I seen a Jeep, one would ride by, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm about to get me a Jeep. I'm gonna get me a Jeep. But Jeeps are very expensive. So, and I didn't have, perfect credit or anything like that. But it was just one morning when I woke up and it was just like, it's like a push. Like, it was like a test from God. Like, go ahead, spread your wings and fly. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, dang, I really want to get a car, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pay the payments. I ain't that responsible. Whatever. So I get on the CarMax website and I type in Jeep Wrangler at the top. I scroll down a little bit and boom, the color that I want and everything, they had it. I clicked on it. I was like, dang, it's nice or whatever. So I called them and I was like, hey, how do you start the process of getting approved for a car loan? So they sent me they was like, what's your email? They sent me the information. I filled out everything. And I tried to get a Jeep. Like, now it's 4 years ago. But at the time, it was 3 years ago. I tried to get a Jeep, but they were like, oh, you got to put down $8,000. Like, they was just being outrageous. So I was just like, nah, forget it. And then it was like, oh, your monthly payment is going to be like $1,000 and something. I was just like, nah, don't worry about it. Because I ain't got it. So what had happened, I filled out the application and everything. They called me maybe about 20 minutes later. And they was like, oh, we processed your information. And I just knew in the back of my mind, I was like, they going to be like, you ain't got approved. Take your broke ass home. But they was like, you got approved. And I'm like, what? Really? And they was like, yeah, congratulations. Usually you can just come pick the car up and we could finish the process, sign the paperwork. And I was like, I just know something finna go wrong. And it was like, but the car's in Atlanta, and we were living in Savannah at the time. They was like, the car's in Atlanta and it's gonna take about 3 to 5 business days for it to get shipped here. And I was like, okay, that's fine, no problem. So I called my husband and I was like, I think I'm finna get me a Jeep. And he was like, you know what's so crazy? I just seen a purple Jeep. And I was like, dang, that look really nice. I was like, yeah, they got the color and everything that I want, the green one. He was like, what, for real? He was like, but do you have the money? My grandma always told me, you ain't gotta let your right hand know what your left hand doing all the time. So I was saving my money. And that was another thing that I was really bad at. Like, I had the mentality like, oh, I made $1,000 a day, I can make it back tomorrow. But I had to get out of that mindset, because when a rainy day comes, you're gonna be looking real stupid. And rainy days do come. So I learned how to save my money. And I saved up a little check or whatever. He was like, oh, but how you gonna do the down payment? Questioning me like I ain't got it. And I surprised him. I was like, oh yeah, I got the money. He like, oh, where you got the money from? I said, because I saved my money. He was like, oh, okay then. So I sent him the pictures and he was like, dang, this nice. I was like, yeah, but guess what? He was like, what? I was like, it's a stick shift. He was like, dang, you ain't gonna be able to get it then. I said, yeah, I know. I was like, but they told me they'll be able to teach me how to drive it. He was like, yeah, but that's hard to learn. We ain't never drove no stick shift before. You don't want to mess the car up. And I just asked my mom. I ain't tell nobody I was getting a car. I ain't tell nobody I got approved. I ain't tell nobody but Shannon. I was like, on a scale from 1 to 10, I asked my mom and my aunties. I was like, on a scale from 1 to 10, how hard is it to drive a stick shift? And they was like, oh, it's not that hard. You just gotta, get the gist of going from first gear to second. So I was on YouTube and everything trying to figure out how to drive a stick. And we get to the place, the car done got delivered. I got the email, your car has been delivered. And we go there, we sign the paperwork and everything. And the lady, she teaching me how to drive it. And I'm just like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this or whatever. But I got it. Like within a week, I was good driving it. Like when we drove from the car lot to home, we stopped maybe about 3 times. And I was just so discouraged. I was like, man, I'm about to take this car back. But I said all that to say this. Whenever you want something, it's always going to be little kinks in the road that's going to discourage you. It ain't nothing but the enemy. It ain't nothing but the devil, whatever you want to call it. It ain't nothing but negativity, you know, trying to keep you from what you really want and what you really want to happen. So me getting the car that I wanted, it was like, I had a feeling like, it was like God was saying, like, go ahead and get the car. I got you. Because I was questioning myself. Like, even though I was making the money, it was like a scary thing. Like, now I got a real responsibility. This ain't no little phone bill or whatever. This is like a real deal, like adult move. And I was really, really scared. But it was like, you know, God just was like, go ahead and do it. I got you. And from that point on, I kid you not, like, my bookings went through the roof. That's when I started my YouTube channel. My views started getting up there. It was just different opportunities that were opening up. So when you want certain things in life, like I said, there's always going to be kinks in the road that's going to make you question it. There's always going to be a what if or whatever the case may be. But God is always going to have your back. The universe, Allah, whatever you guys believe in. I'm not here to be nobody preacher, but I'm here to allow you guys to see, you know, I don't have no rich parents. I don't got no rich friends. Like, I'm literally somebody that came from nothing to something. Like, I ain't all the way there yet. I got a long way to go. But I'm just trying to tell you guys, if I can do it, you can do it. You know, my dream car is a Lamborghini and a Tesla, but I ain't there yet. I ain't got no house. You know, when I get that, I need to have my house and all that. But I'm just here to tell y'all, if I can do it, you can do it. Like, you have to pray. If you surrounded by negative people, get from around them. I'm telling you. If you surrounded by negative people, get from around them, because they ain't gonna do nothing but hold you back. Everything just started to work out in my favor. And my 2017 just ended like awesome. Like, I got the car that I've always wanted. You know, my business was going great. My love life was going great. My family life, everything was just going great. And I just felt like everything works the way it's supposed to work. For those that don't know, 7 means a lot to me, because when I lost my grandma, you know, I just started to notice certain little things in my life, and it revolved around the number 7. So it was just another confirmation. Like, for my car to be a 2017 and I got it in 2017, it was just like another confirmation. And you just got to pay attention to things like that. Like, just pay attention to those small things, because the small things matter the most. Do your homework. When it comes down to The Secret, it's real. Go watch the movie, download the app, make yourself a vision board, put some notes in your phone, put a daily reminder on your phone, whatever goals you have. Even if you don't want to buy your dream car right now, you know, it's just the simple things like, thank you, God, for my health. Thank you, universe, for my health. Thank you, God, for this money I made today. Thank you, God, for this job opportunity that I'm about to have. Thank you, God, for allowing me to start a successful business. Just simple things. Whatever it is that you want in your life, speak it. Like, your words are very, very powerful. Spelling is not a coincidence to you. Like, when you're spelling something, the definition of a spell is putting words together to create something magical. And that's in the fairy tale world. But I believe in fairy tales, you know. A girl like me believes in fairy tales. And when you're spelling a word, it's like you're putting letters together to create a word, to create something. And your words are very magical. They hold much, much power. Just me simply saying, I'm gonna get me a Jeep. I'm gonna get me a Jeep one day. Yeah, it might be just like, okay, yeah, whatever, because you have the money, you made the money. But if I didn't have faith and if I didn't have something to look forward to, I probably won't have no Jeep right now because I didn't have nothing to look forward to. Like I said, I'll make $1,000 today, go and blow it in a mall or something. I didn't have anything that was of that great of a value to me besides a Jeep to look forward to. So let's just say you want to buy a house. I'm gonna get me a house. I'm gonna get me a house. Let's just say you put a house on your vision board. I'm gonna get me a house. I'm gonna get me a house. Boom, you may get a raise at your job that you at. Boom, you may start a business. You may have some ideas that pop into your head, a gift from God. You might get some ideas to pop into your head to start a brand new business. You may get a brand new job that offers you way more money for you to be able to afford your house. You probably wondering like, dang, how am I gonna get this house? You know, I work at McDonald's, I work at Burger King, I work at, you know, I'm just naming little minimum wage paid jobs. But you having a goal like, I wanna get this house, I wanna get this house. It's like, you may get a raise, you may get a higher position, you may get a new job. It's just different things that may open up for you, like different thoughts that may come to your head. That's the power of your words. Please listen to what I'm telling you. Whatever you want, it'll happen. All you have to do is ask and you shall receive. But you can't just be like, I want a house, but you ain't doing nothing about it. You know, you gotta work for what you want. But at the same time, when you speak things into existence and you make moves and you make things happen, those opportunities will open up for you. Like I said, if you're hanging around negative people, if you're in a toxic relationship, God ain't gonna bless you with those things, because how are you going to be able to handle it? How are you going to be able to appreciate what you have and you're still surrounded by all of this negativity? God ain't stupid. God sees everything. God might not do what you want God to do, but God gonna do what God needs to do at a right time that it needs to be done. So, it may not come when you want it, but it'll be there right on time. On time, God. But yeah, I hope this helped y'all. You know, I'm here to help you. I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to share my story. You just need to take the leap of faith and go for what you want. And start small so you can see the miracles that can be done. Start small. Just start with something, you know, little like. Actually, nah, bump that. Start big. Go big or go home. If you want to make a certain amount of money a month, if you want to have a certain kind of car, claim that. Don't start small. Don't listen to me. Start big. Because your mind going to be blown when you start to see certain opportunities happen. I'm going to give you another example. Before I met my husband, I was in another relationship. And I knew the relationship wasn't going to last. But I started to claim a love life, a happy love life. And I used to be like, thank you, God, for this wonderful man. Thank you, God, for this caring man, this kind man. Thank you, God, for allowing me to be appreciated. And I wanted to be a traveling hairstylist. I put that on my vision board, that I wanted to be a traveling hairstylist. Then I put on my vision board that I wanted to improve my skills, because at the time I wasn't doing, you know, laces, wigs, and all this stuff. I was just doing braids. And I was like, thank you, God, for improving my skills. I put that on my vision board. I put, thank you, God, for bringing my family closer. I put that on my vision board as well. I put all of these things in my notes, and I put them in my vision board as well. Everything, like, strangely happened. Like, it was so strange, but it was, like, very, very mind-blowing that I have this vision board on my wall, and then I have these notes in my phone that I'm looking at every day, and I'm reading every day, and everything is starting to unfold itself. My family got closer. I met my husband. He was my boyfriend at the time, but that next year we got married. He went to the military. I moved to another city. Boom, I'm a traveling stylist. Like, I'm coming from Georgia to Miami, Miami to Georgia sometimes. Now we in Germany, we in a whole nother country. Now I'm finna be going from, you know, the area that we live in to other military bases. Then I'm gonna be going to, you know, London and Munich and all of these other, you know, places. So it's just, please pay attention to the simple things that are happening. They might not happen next week, next month, or the next 2 months from now. But trust me, everything that you manifest is going to unfold and it's going to unravel just by using my words the proper way. So what I want you guys to do when you click off this video, go on your phone, make a list of things that you're appreciative of, make a list of goals that you want to accomplish, and make a vision board. Please, please do this. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Please do this. I promise you, you are going to be in for some positive blessings. I'm telling you. And at first, I didn't really believe it. But when I watched that movie a few more times, it was just something in me, like, it was like, like, this is just so awesome. And I started to apply every single thing from that movie to my everyday life. And everything that I needed to happen, it happened. Everything that I want to happen is going to happen. It may not have happened yet, but it's going to happen. Please go watch the movie. Please do what I'm telling you to do. Please, I'm telling you, your mind gonna be blown, especially when you start to see the things that you want happening. Ain't nothing like it. But that's all I had to say. Peace out, y'all. Happy New Year. Get on your shit. Period.